I think Mary Robinson is inspiration for not only Irish women, but of women abroad.
That is a key mission of University Women of Europe, to make sure women's voices are heard and are valued in all areas of society. So it's very fitting, and we're delighted to be presenting you with this award today. It's a great pleasure on behalf of University Women of Europe to be awarding Mary Robinson the University Women of Europe Award 2025.
I'm really honoured to be presented with the UWE, the University Women of Europe Award for 2025. I have to say, I, in many ways, have been over-awarded. And I think that's because, as Archbishop Tutu put it very well once when he was receiving an award, I have been on the shoulders of so many. They have lifted me, and I get lifted into positions and I get the awards, but it's never one person alone.
An inspiring leader who covers so many grounds: sustainability, climate change, women's rights. Really, really wonderful to think that we have an Irish woman like that in the world.
Agus an anhar an bheith an seo ar an ócáid anna speisialta seo ag leachapáirt sa cadúra seo ag pobl na man ollscoile ar Mary Robinson agus a cuid éachtaí.
That's great. And again, before Margaret, thank you very much.
You know, when she was elected, we were there, and all the women from Europe were delighted for us. So we went down to Kitty O'Shea's pub that night, and we celebrated, and we sang, "Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson."
We're very delighted, really, that UWE has decided, University Women of Europe decided at a recent board meeting, that they wished to honour the achievements and to say a big thank you to Professor Mary Robinson, our former president, among lots of other things.
A good friend of mine, her daughter, born in 1993, when she was about 10 years of age, said to her mum, "Mum, has there ever been a man president of Ireland?"
Now, the IRFU, we are very well represented internationally with Gráinne, one of our vice presidents, with Giselle Scanlon, former president of IRFUW, now vice president of advocacy, and Anne Headley, who is on the education committee.
Just last weekend in Ireland, a new president was announced, another female president, Catherine Connolly, and a lot of young women were very excited about the prospect of having a female president. But for people of my generation, Mary was the original, the trailblazer, the first female president who shattered that glass ceiling.
She went into the Access programme into Trinity, got her degree, her primary degree, got her master's degree, and I gave her her PhD. Aww. And she describes, and actually it seems strange to say this, I read her description of receiving the degree, and she precisely described how I felt giving the degree, because she's a very good writer. I mean, her book Poor is a bestseller now, and in fact the day, and it wasn't so long ago, I brought my daughter to the theatre with me. The day the play was showing, she couldn't be there because she was launching Pauve in France, you know, the French edition. It is really a bestseller now because it's such a story of achievement. That was just one thing I want to say. And the other thing I want to say, because it's where I am now, and I think Gráinne would want me to talk about women's leadership, I'm very much engaged in women leaders on climate justice. And the way we talk about this is we follow a symbol. And why do we do this? Because I found the importance of symbols. Do you know why? The light in the window. You know, it was an emotional moment. I remember my mother used to put a candle in our windows. Actually, she used to put 3 candles because our house was opposite the cathedral in Ballina. The river was between us, and because it was opposite the cathedral, everybody going to Mass for Christmas, we had to have at least 3 candles in every window, you know.
Mary Robinson has set a trend, and now women can do anything they want and are accepted to do anything they want.
Inspirational woman, our first woman president. She paved the way for so many initiatives.
Mary Robinson is the first trailblazer that really resonated, that really made an impact on a global stage for Ireland. It was just fantastic to have her really break down the glass ceiling and become the first female president.